Hey, everybody, welcome, welcome, welcome. Your saltwater guide, Captain Dave Hansen. I'm at the airport today on my way up to Newport Beach, California for War Heroes on Water. And it's Deckhand Sports Friday. We always talk about some cool Deckhand Sports products. So we'll be doing that a little bit later in the show. But thank you, Dave, and everybody over at Deckhand Sports for supporting this show as long as you have. I really appreciate your support. Thank you very, very much. And the flight got delayed, so I got a few extra minutes here at the airport. I'm going to be boarding at about 12:45 now, so we will go live as long as we can, talk about all the cool stuff going on in Southern California. I'm back. I don't know what that was all about, but I'm here. So back to what we were talking about today. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened, but we're back here and it's live and we're good and everything's good. And this part that I'll never understand, but I'm live. I'm back. I'm here. So it's Deckhand Sports Friday. So thank you, Dave, everybody over at Deckhand Sports for making this show possible. I don't know if any of you watched our live fishing show yesterday with Justin, but you got to see that Deckhand Sports bag in full use yesterday. They put 3 big bluefin in there. Also over on Jack Bushnell's boat, Deckhand Sports bag. So, gang, you got to get out there and get one of those bags. And then I didn't know if I was going to be, but I am doing it, and we're live and we're making it happen. You can see, if you can hear me, let me know. Put a comment up on the screen. Arnie, Rich, EJ, Dave, anybody, can you guys hear me? Do you see me? I think it's working now. Elliot, as always, is on the case, making it happen. So thank you very much, Elliot. Did you guys see how many fish Justin saw yesterday? That was incredible. In and out. Great. That's wonderful. Well, we're doing the best we can with the technology that you can deal with. We'll see what happens. But gang, what am I doing? I'm at the airport. I'm flying up for War Heroes on Water. I'm super excited. I'm going to be running a beautiful yacht called the Joint Venture for this War Heroes on Water. I got the great Jimmy Decker as one of my deckhands, the great Bob Lorman as another deckhand, and I got Aiden King as my cook. Our War Heroes are going to be taken care of as they should be. It's going to be first-class operation. We got all kinds of fun stuff planned for the guys. We got some unbelievable bait options, and we're just going to have a phenomenal time. There's so much fish around with the bluefin, the yellowfin, the marlin. Over at Catalina, there's people are sniffing around. There's a sign of some sea bass over there, some yellows over there. Phenomenal calico bass fishing. Jimmy Decker is going to be taking the guys out on the skiff, fishing calico bass with the plastics, throwing squid on the beaches, trying to catch some big halibut. It's just going to be the most wonderful time for our guys. They have no idea what's about to happen. Big Steve and his buddy are going to be having the time of their lives with us. I'm super excited to take them. This will be my I think this is the 7th or 8th year of War Heroes on Water. Gang, if you're not a part of War Heroes on Water, you don't know what we're talking about, I'm going to put the QR code up on the screen. I want you to check out the website that War Heroes on Water is put together so that we can all be involved. And remember, it takes a village to take care of these men and women when they come back from combat and try to fit back into society. So anything you can do to help the men and women of the armed forces, the veterans, you hit that QR code right there on the bottom of the screen, and that'll take you over to the website. You can see what War Heroes is all about. And I just want you to know Freedom Alliance is where all the money goes. When you donate to War Heroes on Water, the money goes to Freedom Alliance. Freedom Alliance is a phenomenal organization set up by the great Oliver. And he did a phenomenal job making sure that all the money goes to the war heroes, the veterans of war. And it's a phenomenal organization, Freedom Alliance. You can look into it. You can check it all out. But to give a donation, it's right there on the screen. The QR code's right there, gang. And believe me, this is a year-round fundraiser like Justin and Mike talked about on the show yesterday. This isn't just this weekend. This is a year-round fundraiser for the Freedom Alliance. And Anthony Shea and the guys over at Team Bad Company put this tournament together about 8 years ago when they were fishing with some wounded veterans on one of the Bad Company boats. And look what's happened now. We take 150 war heroes out fishing once a year. This is an annual event, and it is an incredible opportunity for all of you to get involved. If you're in the Newport Beach area tomorrow around 4 o'clock in the afternoon, that's when we start picking up our war heroes in front of Anthony's house on his dock right there. And then we have a beautiful parade. First, we sing the national anthem on the back of the 144, and then they take a tour around the bay, a parade, as you will. And everybody that comes down can be involved. Bring your American flags. Let the veterans know that you care about them. It blows everybody's mind when we see the turnout of all the people showing their respects for these men and women that have given everything they could possibly give to make sure we get to live in the greatest country on the planet Earth. So try to get involved, gang. It's really fun to come down. And then if you really feel ambitious and you want to be a part of, cruise over to Catalina on Monday and meet us there on the pier, the Green Pier, on Monday afternoon. We have a great party there. You can meet all the war heroes. We do a big weigh-in, bring all the fish onto the pier, weigh them in on the pier. It's just an absolute spectacular event. The pier will be packed with people. You can come over and be a part of that. You just want to be a part of it. Then we do a fly. We line all the boats up that are in the tournament out in front of Avalon before we come in for the official weigh-in, and you can be a part of that. You can set up out there on your boat, watch the phenomenal flyover. I'll tell you what, it'll bring a tear to your eye when you see all the war heroes standing on the back of all the beautiful yachts, and then the flyover. It's an incredible time to be alive. It's an incredible event. I want you all to try to be a part of this in any way, shape, or form. If you can donate $1, that'll help. Anything at all that you can donate, try to reach down deep and donate. So that's what's going on. That's why I'm flying up to SoCal today, to be a part of that. But let's talk a little bit more about Kelly Girl and I's trip to Alaska with Larry Hansen and Pacific Sport Fishing Alliance. That was an incredible event. Brought a bunch of members of our website up there with us, Rick and Mike Dyer, John, Milton, Bob, Carlos, Mike Lewis, Jamie Lewis, Ronnie V. We just had the time of our lives up there for 2 weeks fishing in Gustavus, Alaska with Larry. The guy is a stud. I never seen anybody work so hard, and he's a year older than I am. And I'll tell you what, I couldn't do what he did. He'd make us breakfast every morning. He'd take us fishing all day on his boat. Then we'd get in and we'd go back to the house, and Larry would make us the most incredible dinner. And then we'd all sit around and shoot the crap and then go to sleep and get up and do it all over again the next day. It was incredible. I fished a bunch of streams. I saw fish that I'd never seen before. I caught fish that I'd never seen before. I caught Dolly Varden. I'd never seen those before. I caught cutthroats. I've heard about them. I've been in places where you get an opportunity to maybe catch one, but I was able to catch them. I was able to knock off a bunch of stuff off my bucket list. I'll tell you that right now. If you ever have an opportunity to go to Alaska, it's pretty incredible up there. The fishing is insane. The wilderness, something like I've never seen. We went for a 3.5 mile hike one day. Mike and I and Jesse, that runs the processing plant. And I'll tell you, that forest up there is alive. I'm used to Cabo San Lucas weather, and when it said it was going to be 85% humidity, Kelly and I both looked at each other like, what does that mean? We're leaving Cabo. We're hoping that we're going to be into some cool weather, and they're saying 85% humidity. We didn't understand. That just means that everything's wet all the time, gang. It was in the 50s every day we were there. I think at night it got down into the upper 40s, but other than that, the weather was incredible. And yes, I was in flip-flops and shorts every day. It was just so much fun. Absolutely. It was the time of my life. People ask me, what was your favorite part? Everything. There wasn't one thing that wasn't my favorite part. That flight over from Juneau, Alaska to Gustavus, 22-minute flight, was one of the most incredible things I'd ever seen. All the different things we saw on that flight, all the different islands, the water, the big schools of salmon you could see while you were flying over there. It was just so Absolutely incredible. If you had never done it before, you got to get up. It's a definite bucket list thing. And the bears, Mike and I had, so I don't know if you're seeing the comments, Mike. There's a guy commenting on YouTube that we destroyed that bear's life when we flew the drone over the top of him. I thought that was pretty funny. He said the bear's his friend. Yeah, you go ahead and go out there and pet him. But yeah, we saw a big grizzly bear. Mike got some phenomenal footage with the drone. It was insane. Everything. Like Mike Lewis, fly rod, fly fishing. Never caught a fish on a fly rod before. Really never fished with a fly rod before. He caught a bunch of fish. It was so fun. Oh my goodness. I can't talk about it enough. It was just the most incredible experience. And Larry Hansen went way beyond the call of duty. He had so many products from all of our sponsors, from rods and reels from Okuma, lures, live deception lures for fishing for those big halibut, to Deckhand Sports packages that he had on there, the backpack, the ice chest, so many different things, so much fun. Just incredible experience. I can't talk about it enough. And if you don't know what we're talking about Deckhand Sports, I'm going to show you a little video real quick here, and then we'll get back to talking about what's going on and what I'm planning on doing during War Heroes on Water. We'll be on the boat tonight. Bob Lorman and I spending the night on the boat, and then tomorrow morning, first thing in the morning, we're going to the bait barge, picking up some beautiful cured sardines. Then we're going to make our way down to Newport and jiggle up some mackerel. But real quick, I want you guys to see this little video that Dave at Deckhand Sports sent me and see what you think of his products. Gang, I'm sorry if that broke up a little bit. On my end, it looked like it was breaking up a little bit. I'm going to throw the QR code up for Deckhand Sports. You can go check it all out yourself. If the video didn't play right, I apologize. But if you use that QR code and go over there to his site, you'll see all the products that I'm talking about. And if you don't use the QR code, just put in the code YSWG when you go to the deckhandsports.com website. And if you put in YSWG and the number 15, you'll save 15% on all the products there. And then you can see what we're talking about. I'm not sure how that video played out, but there you go. Oh, it was perfect on your end. Great. Perfect. So, Brett, you're asking me how long does it take to reel in a 100-pound halibut? Well, our buddy Rick Dreyer, he got to catch that fish of a lifetime, and we're going to be showing you the video about it. But we were fishing in 250 feet of water, and after the initial bite and the phenomenal amount of head shakes, once you get them about 50, 60 feet off the bottom, it's like reeling. What I saw was it's like reeling up a tire. It took about 5 minutes, I guess, maybe 10 at the very most, to reel that thing up. And then when it gets to the surface, you hit it with the gaff as fast as you can. Actually, Larry has a harpoon. I guess you're able to harpoon up there in Alaska. So he hits it with the harpoon. And this time, this fish was so big, when he hit it with the harpoon, the thing took off and it busted the cable from the harpoon. And normally, that would be the end of that. I've never broke a harpoon off and then it was able to catch the fish afterwards. But Larry broke the harpoon off, the head of the harpoon snapped off that cable, and they were still able to wind the fish up, put 2 gaffs in it, and get it. It was pretty spectacular. We did not get to eat the tongue, though. I wanted to eat the tongue, but we didn't process it, didn't get to eat it. I needed that tongue that you had. Brent. That would have been spectacular to try that. That was a funny post we put up. Not too many people knew that was a halibut's tongue, so thank you for that video. Gang, if you're not a member of my website, you can become one very, very simply. All you got to do is give me a call at 949-374-0786, and I'll give you a free, absolute free look. No credit card required. Just like everybody that signs up without calling me, first thing I do, I'll call you if you give me your phone number. I remove your credit card immediately because I don't want you to get charged for something you don't want. I let you have a free look at every part of the website, all the game plans, all the hot spots. Then you get to make your own decision whether you want to be a part of the website or not. One thing I hate is looking at my bank statement and seeing a bunch of charges for things that I signed up for once and then forgot about. So I don't want to do that to any of you. I'm the fairest human being out there. If you find that charge on your credit card, I can see if you've used the website or not. I refund your money immediately. I'm not here to scam anybody. All I'm trying to do is make sure that you catch as many fish as you can when you go fishing on your boat or you go fishing on a sport boat. How do I know the sport boat thing? Well, the family owns 9 of them in Dana Point Harbor. My dad started in the business in 1947. I kind of started late. I didn't start until 74. So I don't have as much experience as he has, but I was lucky enough to remove my head from my rectum, get sober, and then start practicing all the things that I learned. But I'm telling you what, gang, if you're not a part of the website and you're a part of someone else's website, that's great because you need to get as much information as you can before you go out fishing. I'm taking the War Heroes out fishing tomorrow. And if you talk to my wife or anybody that's been near me in the last 2 days, I've been on the telephone gathering as much intel as I possibly can from as many people as I possibly can. That's how I fish. I never go out there I'm going to figure it out on my own, like the kids on Instagram always tell you. That's the wrong way to go about this. You want to gather as much information as you possibly can before you set sail out there on the water, especially if you're taking friends or family out there. You definitely don't want to go out there and wing it on your own. You want to definitely get as much info as you can. I called around to all the different bait barges, found the best bait that I could possibly find. I called all the different guys that fish every single day and gathered as much info as I can. Talked to my good buddy Justin like 5 times a day when he's doing his live. I know exactly where he is, what he's seeing, what he's catching. And then all the members on our website, they post in that community. Believe me, I reach out to plenty of those guys. I don't know everything. I don't know where you're catching your fish. I want to make sure I put my guys in the best possible scenario to catch the most fish they can possibly catch. The really unique thing about this War Heroes on Water tournament is everything's on the board. Rock cod, the largest rock cod wins a rockfish wins an award. Halibut wins an award. Sea bass wins an award. Yellowtail wins an award. Tuna wins an award. Marlin wins an award. The only trophy that they have not given out is the swordfish trophy. Last year I got super lucky and we got the only legal sea bass ever caught in the tournament, and we ended up with 2 of those beautiful fish. We would have had more, but the dang yellowtail wouldn't leave our bait alone. Hopefully we can put something together like that. But I guarantee you my guys are going to catch as many fish as anybody else. They're going to catch so many fish, they won't believe how many fish they caught. It's going to be an incredible time to be out there on the water. I hope a lot of you can join us from your boats and see what's going on. Hello, Kevin, Cubby, Paul. Look at me. I'm at the airport, buddy. I haven't been at an airport for almost 24 hours, so I'm pretty excited to be flying home. And then on Wednesday, I'm going up to the to the Promar warehouse, and I'm going to sit down with Steve and Ben and Brian up there, and we're going to shoot 40 or 50 videos of all the new products and all the products that they have. And it's hoop net time, baby. If you listen to Captain Al and Captain Pablo, they have some availability to go hoop netting with them on their boats. Justin, I don't think he has any availability. I think he's super busy the whole time. We will see. We'll be live fishing with Justin, live fishing with Al, live fishing with Pablo. It's going to be a great, great lobster season. So if you haven't got in on that lobster thing, you might want to try it this year. And we can help you with your private boat. That's the thing about our website. I give you everything you need to be successful, right down to the spots. I can put you on the lobsters. I'll let you know exactly where they are, what they're doing. We give you all the numbers you need to be successful. The biggest problem I see is ego. Ego runs wild. Ego runs rampant, and a lot of people won't put their ego in their pocket and allow the simple techniques that we share at yoursaltwaterguide.com. So if you want to be successful when you go lobster fishing, gang, there's no reason to try to figure it out on your own. I tell you how to do it, where to do it, and when to do it. Those are super important things. Those are super important things. So does anybody see me? Can you hear me? Kelly said she can't see me or hear me. Are you guys seeing me or hearing me? Now, no. We're good? We're bad? Is anything happening? Can anybody hear us at all? I'll take a comment from anyone. No? Maybe no one can hear me. All righty. Okay, well, War Heroes on Water, here I come.